And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
It is indeed one of the great nights of the NBA season. Welcome to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. Hey, Shaq, you were born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, correct?
Yes, the Brick City, Ernie, that's what they call it.
So I guess that's where you learned to shoot free throws.
Oh, low blow, low blow, low blow.
Hey, what are some of your memories growing up around there?
Well, I just used to go outside and, it was about dreaming and cultivating the dreams. I always wanted to be like the great Dr. J, and one day my father, Philip Harrison, pulled me to the side and said, nope, you can't be Dr. J, you have to be better than Dr. J. And I looked at him like he was crazy.
When's the first time you ever thought going into the Hall of Fame was a possibility?
Is it still a possibility?
Well, I think you have a chance, Shaq. I really do.
Well, hopefully I will, Ernie.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Exactly.
But count on it. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Hello and thanks for joining us for the NBA All-Star Games. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan.
And this game at the midway point of the season, Kevin, a chance to put aside some of the grit and grind and moan and groan mentality of the regular season, the monotony of that, and really celebrate the game and its greatest stars. And everybody looks forward to it. We do, as do the fans and the players.
That's a great word, celebrate, because that's truly what this is.
And I'll tell you what, guys, for each of these players, whether they're here for the first time or the umpteenth time, it's a tremendous honor and a reward for all the hard work and preparation that they have put into their careers to get to this level.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Anthony Davis, Harden out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Durant, and it's Gasol and at the 5 spot.
It's always such a big to-do, a major event, a big-time happening every time the All-Star Game comes to town. Cities vie to host a big show, and it's a big boom to the local economy.
Yeah, restaurants, hotels, nightlife, it's one big celebration. And there's always that buzz in the air every time the All-Stars gather to play. Well, I guess you'd call this weekend maybe the greatest pickup game on earth. Does that make sense, Clark?
It sure does, and I agree with you. I mean, there's no doubt it tops the list, partner. I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
On defense, the East All-Stars. Lillard outside. It's Durant on the wing, and there's the call on James. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Gasol setting the pick for Lillard. And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Now, here is Harden. Gasol kicks to Durant. Here's the 3. No good.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
Well, true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Gasol with the steal. Lillard against Stevenson. Lillard attacking, and he goes in for the dunk. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And that one's hit by Stevenson.
I about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Wall against Lillard. And here's Harden for three. Horford with the rebound. Harden's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Outside, Wall. Millsap a screen on Harden. And Wall kicks to Millsap. Wall dishes to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford trying to free himself up. Great D that time from Davis. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
If Coach had any butterflies in his stomach about coaching the All-Stars, he didn't let any of it come out. He said it was for the fans, and even though he's in charge of the best players in the NBA, his only coaching advice was to go out and have fun. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Wall. Following the basket by Anthony Davis.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for John Wall. So the West ends up going with the new group.
Well, playing in the All-Star game, something to really be proud of. And, of course, the starters are voted in by the fans. The reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor.
And so Wall nails both of them. Steve, you talk about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In an All-Star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, and I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
Here's Millsap. He dishes it to Horford. Shot is no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
And that one's good. 8 points for John Wall.
Well, you know, he's obviously a very popular player, but look at the numbers for his team that he's put up this year. Just outstanding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Steve. He's been making it happen, clearly focused, and I know he's looking to continue that effort for the second half of the season as well.
Here's Butler following the basket by John Wall. 9 feet out. Another shot. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for one.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
East with the ball. 3-point lead. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The West All-Stars on D. Outside, Wall. Stevenson passes to Millsap.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
And here are the East All-Stars now. And here's Stevenson. Wall's shot is off.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those. Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Now here's LeBron. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over to the left wing. And Wall kicks to James. Stevenson outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Rubio. Kicks it to Cousins. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Outside, Wall. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Fires the 3. That's good. Stevenson's got 9.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Rubio outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good. Rubio. New players in now for the East. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now the East All-Stars with it. It's a 5-point game. George dishes to Love. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now, here's Rubio. Griffin a screen on George. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Knocks down the 3-ball. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Love the pass to Wade. And George kicks to Love. Wade outside. Lock at 6. Nice D from Cousins.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Thompson with the bucket.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And here's Lowry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, the alley-oop connection. That's all-star play at its best.
Here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. Knocked away. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the West All-Stars?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Davis is checked in for Cousins. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Gordon Haywyre is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And the East All-Stars call time here.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. 55 seconds left to play in the first. The drive by Anthony. Can't hit from 12. Now Haywyre. Thompson outside. Here's the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Anthony against Davis. Outside, George. He kicks to Lowry. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Anthony with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Pass to Love. No luck. Great D that time from Davis.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 8. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Tune in this Friday night, February 19th. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, both teams percolating now.
Yeah, those early game jitters out of the way, Clark. Both teams settling into a groove. Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the West All-Stars, Isaiah Thomas out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Davis in at center.
They have to box out better than that. I mean, that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
Outside Lowry. Wade dishes to Love. Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The East All-Stars have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for the East. Al Horford, he's checked in for Love. James comes in for George. And Stevenson's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Irving subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And he makes both free throws. Harden outside. The dish to Davis. Harden kicks to Thomas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
James kicks to Stevenson. Lets it go from 11. Jump shot is good. Stevenson's got 11.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
It's Harden with the drive. That's good.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Here comes Kyrie Irving. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the dunk by Horford. Now, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Thomas gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Now, here's Stevenson. 11 points in the game. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from LeBron. And the West All-Stars have possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. Davis setting the pick for Thomas. The pass to Davis. He feeds it to Durant. Thompson from long range. Good. Thompson's got 14.
Absolutely on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
LeBron with it. Timeout called. East All-Stars.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Davis. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Kobe's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Thomas. Lillard against Stevenson. Feeds it to LeBron. Lets it go from 11. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. James has got 4 points this quarter.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Lillard with it. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Lillard, the pass to Kobe. Off target with his three. Now Irving. 8-point game. The feed to James. From deep. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And 7 points for LeBron.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Down low, a reverse. Here's Lillard. Gasol trying to free himself up. And the basket by Lillard.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And the shot is good.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Passes it to Bryant. And stolen by LeBron. Here we go, James heading to the hoop.
Oh, get it! Oh, what out now? Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Gasol. No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 1-point West All-Star lead.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Lillard dishes to Harden. Takes the three. Good. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
LeBron drives in. Here's Horford, and Gasol sends it back. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Now it's a 6-point West All-Star lead.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
LeBron up top. 9 points in the game so far. Horford, no luck. Now here's Gasol. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
John Wall's checked in for Irving. And West also making a switch. Butler's checked in. All with it. He's got 8. Horford high post. All alone. And he gets it to go. Horford's got his second basket.
And the points coming in bunches. Defense and afterthoughts.
It's like a pickup game, Clark. I mean, these are always shootouts.
Griffin sets the screen for Lillard. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 8 points for Butler.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
And Wall kicks to Millsap. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And Wall. Here we go now. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Really, they've backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game, and I think they've got to get back to that.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Horford. Paul George comes in for James. And it's Rose in for Lance Stevenson. Here's Gasol. Here's George. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Rose. Outside, Wall. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Harden kicks to Butler. Gasol setting the pick for Butler. Gasol goes in. Griffin. No good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Griffin's shot is off.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
And Wall kicks to Rose. Here's Millsap. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Griffin's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shot's good from Butler.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. All with it. Lillard picks him up. And Wall kicks to Love. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. It's a close game here in New Orleans. Pass to Gasol. Harden outside. Elbow shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Outside Millsap. And Wall. Here we go now. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night. A shot by Harden. Wide open. The quick look, no good that time. George against Lillard. And George kicks to Millsap. Buries the jump shot. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Now Harden. 1 second left. And the shot is good. Harden's got 11 points. And the first half ends in a close one. West All-Stars out in front, up 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. Welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And a great first half of basketball it was.
It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see if they can take it up a notch here in the second half. Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
Horford is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Wall. That's Lance Stevenson. And it's LeBron. And it's the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Now, here's Thompson. Dishes to Gasol. Kicks it to Lillard. Gasol, a screen on Wall. Lillard, the pass to Thompson. The 3. East grabs the miss.
Boy, he got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Horford with the screen on Durant. For the lead, That's good from Horford on the assist by Wall. And it's 6 points for Al Horford.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
West All-Stars shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. The throw good, Damian Lillard. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And here's Wall. 14 points for him. He dishes it to Millsap. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks to Durant. From past the arc. Here's Gasol. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by James. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. They get Marc Gasol.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
East All-Stars have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. Free throw good, LeBron.
What a game for LeBron. 12 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
Some of these passes have been absolutely beautiful, Clark.
Thompson for the triple. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down to the last few minutes the way it looks. Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
Pass to Durant. Thompson right side from outside the arc. And James pulls it down. And here are the East All-Stars. Takes it from 10. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see.
East All-Stars have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That free throw good from Stevenson. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Gasol. Griffin comes in for Davis. Butler, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Damian Lillard. Outside, Wall. The West All-Stars pull it in. Outside, Butler. The dish to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. That one on Horford. The West All-Stars have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. The East making a switch. Anthony's checked in, and he makes both free throws.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason. He's such a good all-around player.
And Wall. Here we go now. Good. Wall's got 16.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Rubio with it. Outside Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's 15 points for Butler.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
James dishes to Horford. Nice D from Cousins.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Wall wide open. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Wall's got the game tied up here for the East All-Stars. Here is Rubio. Butler kicks to Griffin. Right side, Griffin. The jump hook, count the bucket. And here are the East All-Stars now. And there's the pass to James. Butler with the block. Thompson outside. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. And it's a 5-point West All-Star lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
And Rubio kicks to Griffin. Griffin sets the screen for Butler. Thompson in the corner. No good on the triple.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Wall attacking. And that one's good. Wall's got 20 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Rubio the pass to Cousins. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good. It's just been a parade to the rim. I mean, dunk after dunk, throw down after throw down.
The crowd's loving it. This is exactly what they came to see.
And Rubio kicks to Griffin. Butler up top, covered by LeBron. Rubio misses. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. A big group substitution here for the East. Love checked in for Horford. Paul George comes in for James. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Irving subbed in for John Wall. The West also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Griffin. Harden comes in for Thompson. And Lillard subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Here's West now. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks again, Doris. Harden with it. Lowry picks him up. Lillard a screen on Lowry. It's Harden with the drive, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
Irving dishes to George. From the top of the key. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They lead by 1. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a finish. Putting on a show here at the All-Star game.
How about the enthusiasm, Steve? I mean, I love it.
The East making a switch. Millsap's checked in. Lowry against Harden. And Cousins kicks to Butler. Right block shot. And that one's good. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Millsap passes to George.
They're going a little bit cold from the outside right now, trying to cut into this deficit. So when that happens, you still got to take good open shots on the perimeter when you get them, but you also have to get the ball inside some.
Got to love the finger roll up and over the defense.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
And here comes Lowry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Stolen by Harden. Pushing it up. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Lowry drives in. Davis with the block. Here's Lillard. No good on that last second attempt there. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. West All-Stars lead by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next.
Friday, February 19th, the Minnesota Timberwolves take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Live from Quicken Loans Arena. Make sure to catch it.
Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And the fans definitely getting top value for their money.
Yeah, always some great highlight reel plays with this all-star caliber talent.
And here's Jennings on the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Davis is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. Butler on the wing. That drops. Butler's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the West All-Stars. Here comes Dwayne Wade. Millsap a screen on Harden. George against Butler. The putback, and then Wade slams it in.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. LeBron kicks to Wade. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Gasol setting the pick for Butler. Gasol up top. Misses off the left iron.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it. Hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
It's James atop the key. Shot off the pick. That's good.
Boy, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
The West All-Stars with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lillard dishes to Butler. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Jennings can't get it to go. Now, here is Harden. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. And And that'll be his third foul so far.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
And some changes here for the East. Al Horford is checked in for Paul George. Lance Stevenson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And John Wall subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And West also making a switch. Klay Thompson is checked in for Jimmy Butler. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, you know what,
he's disgusting.
Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force. He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Thompson from long range. The shot is off. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Wall passes to Horford. And a wide-open look for James. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's West now. A 2-point game. Here's Gasol. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
James wide open. LeBron with another miss.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the West. Now here's James. Stevenson drives in. Here's Millsap from down in the low post. It goes.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Now Harden. Outside Butler. All alone. It's rebounded by Stevenson. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Trailing by 2. And Wall kicks to Horford. He feeds it to Stevenson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Thompson misses. Here is Stevenson. Feeds to Horford. Wall dishes to Horford. Back to Wall to take the lead. And he gets it to go. Wall's got 25 points. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Harden, no good. Now the East All-Stars with it. They lead by 1. Rejected by Gasol.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed.
That's a big basket there, and you can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he gets the bucket. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. It's good from long range.
Starting to get it rolling, guys. That's 4 3-pointers for the game. 3 of them coming in this second half.
Timeout called East All-Stars. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Durant's checked in for the West. Ricky Rubio comes in for James Harden. It's LeBron with the drive. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. Connects from three-point range.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Wall against Rubio. Wall passes to Millsap. From 11 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
And Wall. Here we go now. Here's Horford and Durant with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Butler with the jam.
Really nice possession there. Their focus has never wavered as this game has unfolded.
And with time running down here in the fourth, they may need to add only a few more points to their lead to put it away.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They trail by 7. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Wall kicks to Stevenson. And Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. Wall's shot is off.
Well-contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Now James. All with it. Guarded now by Rubio. On the wing, James. Stevenson drives in. That's good. Stevenson's got 19 points.
Big-time bucket inside. He had to get that one over the top, and he did.
And in the face of a defender who was towering over him, too.
Durant against Millsap. Durant dishes to Rubio. Hits the three-point foul.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
Wall attacking. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
We've seen John Wall handling his business. He's got 27 points and 6 assists.
Getting to the free throw line and converting once he's there, along with his passing, those are the areas where he's really been strong.
Well, yeah, guys, it's basically just old school basketball he's been playing. I love it.
Back to Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Timeout called East All-Stars. They trailed by 10. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So both teams making some changes here. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Rose, good.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Here's Davis. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They've led by as many as 11 points.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jennings passes to Wade. The three-pointer, no good. Rubio with it. Here's Thompson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Now Rose. Outside Jennings. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
And Davis throws it down.
Davis for 2.
Here's Rose. No good. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And guys, I really like the way they gelled as a team out there. They'll take the bragging rights home for the rest of the season.
Of course, nobody too worried about the outcome in this game. They're just happy to have played it.
And we're happy to have brought it to you. So for Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching and good night, everyone.
Thank you.